Good. Happy Friday, you guys. Make your way to the top of your mat and then just get your space ready. Thanks, Caitlin. All right. So from here, we're going to start with some neck rolls. So bring the chin down to the chest, over to one side, up to the other side, and then down, and then again towards the opposite side, up, side, and down. One more time each way, over, up, side, and down. From here, bend the knees, start with the shoulders. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. Bend the knees, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. So just keep moving here. Start to feel the weight of your feet. Notice any tension in the upper body. If you're just hopping on, we're just simply warming up here with the shoulders. So really feel that in the scapula. And then really exaggerate the shoulders pulling back. Good, one last one. On the inhale, reach up, get really tall, and then exhale, hands to heart. So stand facing the top of your mat here. When you're standing, just separate your feet hips width, and then roll onto the toes, and then roll onto the heel. Lift the toes, so just shift forward and back. Hey, Lori. So shift forward and back on your feet. You can lift your toes off the ground, really balancing on the heels. Good. And then when you feel balance in the center, lift your ribs away from your hips, slight tuck in the tailbone, and then just stand here. Spread your toes wide, ground them to the floor. Good, take a deep breath in, sternum lifts. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Good. Inhale, breathe in, happy Friday, lengthen. Open mouth, exhale, release. Again, breath in. And a breath out. When you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up, gaze up. On the exhale, fold forward, swan dive, get long. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. On the exhale, hands to the ground and knees to the ground. Next, inhale, breath, cow pose, lift your tail, lift your gaze up. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale for cow, really feel your spine this morning or this afternoon, and then exhale, round. Once you're ready, start to find your hip circles, move in one direction, move in the other. Notice the pressure and weight on the wrists. Just begin to feel as grounded and as lengthened as you can. You can start to add in a seal pose, rolling onto the thighs if you wish. Lift your chest up. And then exhale, sit back to your child's pose. So whatever you wish to do here, feel yourself grounding. Maybe you want to do cat and cow on the fingertips, a thread the needle if it speaks to you, whatever you'd like. With every single exhale, think of letting go of your week. And then before we really get moving in our practice, just notice, continue to move, but notice in your mind any thoughts that have been circulating through your head today, whether they're positive, whether they're negative, whether they're neutral. So bringing yourself to that awareness. And then from there, send the right knee back, stabilize yourself to the center line, lift your right heel in line with your entire body, breathe in. On the exhale, just slide the leg through your arms, flex your right toes up, right away into a half split. So getting into your hamstrings right away this Friday afternoon. Send your chest forward, lift your sternum, Make sure you're on the fingertips or maybe blocks if you have it. Flex your right toes up to the sky, breathe in. And on the exhale, replace the right foot down to the mat and then elevate your chest. Slide the fingertips back underneath your hips. On the exhale, slide your right heel forward and find your half splits. So just awaken the body here, especially the hamstrings. Just feel yourself breathing into any tightness. Replace the right foot on the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Drag the fingertips back so that you're sitting or standing up tall. One last, exhale to your half split. Slide the right heel forward. And then really feel, can you actively engage the quad here? Can you draw the shoulders down your back so you're nice and long? Look slightly forward. And then notice, again, those thoughts. See if you can just be present into the feelings, the sensations of your body. Oh, thank you. Hi. And then from there, into your pigeon pose right away. So slide your right shin forward. Take your time here, no rush. I know we're getting into these big leg muscles right away. Stay lifted for this pigeon pose, and then for those of you that run or bike, hike, lift weights, whatever, really try to, savor this stretch. Think of evening out the weight across both hips. So if you feel yourself leaning more onto the right hip, yeah, good, Caitlin, lean yourself in the center line. And then if you can, align your shoulders with the hips, so really long here. Good. On the exhale, plant the hands, tuck the left toe, send the right leg up. And then from here, just work into your hip circle. So send your right knee up, around. Anything you want to do here, maybe a flip dog. And then just thank yourself for arriving to class, setting aside this time. Lower down to the knees, both knees. Send the left leg back in line with your hip. And then just feel, can you even out your hands? So same amount of weight between the left hand and the right hand. Roll the ankle a bit. Good. And then when you're ready, slide your left knee through your body to the front and flex. Arrive in this half splits. Can your right knee be just underneath the hip? And can your left heel be directly in front of your left seat? So just lengthen. It's okay to keep a bend in that left knee. If you can't reach the floor, you are going to hold on to the shin, or you'll find a block or anything that can elevate you. And either way, keep dragging the chest forward, send your tailbone back. Try your best to get into the stretch here. Deep, deep breaths. Good, and then replace your left foot down. Inhale, get low into the hips, and then drag your fingers back, so stand up tall and balance. You want to engage the glutes so that you can stay lifted, and then have your eyes at eye level. Your chin is at chin level, you're looking straight forward ahead of you. Good. And then exhale, slide your left heel. On the inhale, find more length. Really find that length, and then exhale, just enjoy and savor the stretch. So think of pointing all 5 toes on the left foot up to the sky. And then look behind you, see if that your right shin is directly behind your right knee. Once you're there, just feel your ears even lengthening back. One more breath. On the exhale, plant your left foot down, just getting into the hips, really good after a long week. Align your shoulders with your hips. Your fingertips might not touch the ground, but you want to find neutral hips, neutral shoulders, and gaze forward. Good. This last one, exhale, half splits. Just hold and breathe. And then you really want to find that long spine. So from the sacrum, maybe put your right hand there, and then think of pulling your ribs away from the hips, The back of the neck is long, and then the crown of the head is really yearning for the front wall in front of you. Nice, one last breath. On the exhale, you'll slide to your pigeon pose. And if you have any knee pain here, you can lay down on your back for a figure 4. But either way, just find this hip stretch. If you're available, actively flex your left foot so that you activate the muscles around that support your knee, and then take your variation here. So right knee is super straight behind you, right ankle is not sickled in, you're just feeling the openness in the hip. And then think of breathing even deeper. So deepest breaths of your day so far. Think of breathing down into the last 5 bones of your spine, and then even through the front side of your body. So expansive breath. And then when you breathe here, think of the ribs going sideways and the back going back. Good, one more breath. On the exhale, lower the chin a little bit, tuck the right toe, send the left leg up, and then start to circle your knee, your left knee, feeling into the hip. Keep the arms straight as you can. If you flip your dog, you can. And then everyone to downward facing dog, our first one of class here. In your down dog, you want to be this upside down V shape in your body. Open up the underarms. Good. Lengthen through the legs. So maybe you're ready to straighten the legs here. Perhaps you want to bend one knee, bend the other knee. Good. A few more breaths. Ground, lift, settle. Wrap the triceps in a little bit, down towards the floor. One last. Good. On the inhale, send the left leg up. On the exhale, step to the left side of your mat. So find and slide your right knee down and back, or rather right toes, sorry. You're still lifting the right knee. And then lift your chest. When you're ready, take your left hand onto your knee and then begin to spin towards the left side. So find your twist, but hold on to the knee and the thigh. Look at your right hand. Have it slightly in front of your shoulder. When you're ready, elevate your left arm. All right, this is a foundational twist. Try to point your right knee down towards the ground. If this is quite a bit for your wrist, you can lower the right knee. Good, one more breath. Yogi's pick, lower the right knee and then go into your side plank, or just step right away into a side plank. So still taking it at a nice and slow pace here. Think of stacking your arms, and then think of lengthening the tailbone to the heel. Yes, very, very good. Hold. Place your left hand onto your thigh, wherever you are, left thigh. Step into that twist again, so return. And then inhale the left arm up. Listen, deep breath in. On the exhale, cartwheel both hands to the floor and pivot towards the right side of your mat, so then you're in this forward fold facing the right side. Look underneath you. Maybe bring your fingertips back. You can always bend through your knees. If it doesn't feel good to be upside down today, you can be in like a halfway lift shape, okay? So just do what feels right here. If you want to get into a twist, you'll lift one arm up. You'll lift the other arm up. Good. And then everyone return back to the twist in the beginning. Left arm up, left knee forward. So back to the front. Very good. And then exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale to a three-legged plank if possible. If not, lower the knees, deep breath in. Exhale to a very mindful three-legged chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and exhale, let it go. Do 4 more breaths here. Notice your strength. Notice your power. Activate your kneecaps, lift your quads. Lift your toes if you can in down dog. And then inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot to the right side of your mat. Keep your left knee lifted, so try not to lower it yet. And then from here, just lengthen the legs apart without moving them. So think of really stretching through this front hip. If you sit a lot, you might feel some tightness in that left hip flexor. And then think of pointing your sternum forward as you look slightly up. Yeah, good. Then take your right hand to your right knee. Keep it there. And then assess. Do you need to scoot your left foot to the left? Maybe, maybe not. When you feel good, lift the right arm up on an inhale. So now you're in a twist. As best as you can, parallel your right thigh to the floor. So really find your power here. Hold your twist. Spread the fingers open on the right hand. And look down, see if your left hand can go a little bit in front of your shoulder. Hold strong. And in Yogi's choice, maybe your left knee comes down, maybe not. Side plank, step the right foot back. You want your chest, your hips to be in the same plane. Try not to lean your right hip back, so stack it over the left. Hold strong, use your lats. Use your arm strength, your shoulder stability. Good, keep breathing. Take the right hand to your thigh. Step your right knee forward, back into that twist on the inhale, right knee up. Hold here. Try to separate your lower belly away from your thigh. Good, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands down over towards the left long side of your mat. So now you're in the Skandasana. If it feels good, you can get into a lateral, right knee, left knee. Skandasana, if you're ready for an inversion, please invite yourself into it. Wherever you are, really focus on your breath. Yeah, good. Get into the shoulders if you want. Notice how good it is to just set aside time to breathe and move. No rush, nowhere to be here. If you are inverted and start to lower the legs, everyone return back to the twist in the center of the mat. Right knee bends. Commit to this bend and inhale the right hand up. So really get that right hamstring in line with your hip. Good. And then exhale, plant the hands. We're super slow today, but very strong. Inhale, right heel back. Three-legged chaturanga. So here, try to point the right toes, find your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, really slow. And then exhale, downward dog. Great. Take a deep breath in. And a powerful exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale. And inhale, look forward. Bend the knees, hop all the way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale to chair pose. Lift your arms, get low here. Yes, you should be able to see your toes. Knees apart or knees together. It's up to you. All right, and then stabilize, ground your heels, maybe lift your toes. Get an inch lower. Inhale. On the exhale, rise to the heels, rise onto the tippy toes, arms back. And then pull, maybe you can interlace the hands behind you, so really open up your chest. And then exhale, sit back to chair. So just look in front of you, imagine there's a waterfall, like at the top of your mat, so you're really just feeling the stream of water. Breathe in. On the exhale, tip, lift your heels up, almost like you're trying to reach your nose to the water. And then if you interlace, that's a little more challenging. And try to line up the heels over the toes here. Exhale, sit down. So this is stretching the feet. One last. Inhale, rise up. And almost like you could feel the water dripping over your nose, just keep opening up the chest. Very nice. Sit down, chair, inhale. On the exhale, twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. From here, you could stay, open twist, or prayer. Prayer twist, hook your left elbow to the right thigh. A little more challenging, elevate your left heel and balance. So just try it, whatever you want to do. You might want to do a side crow here. Wherever you are, just make sure you're breathing. Variation, slowly come back, inhale back, stand up straight, and then exhale, back bend. Inhale, sit down into chair, take your time, no rush at all. And then exhale, open twist to the left. Super nourishing, very slow, very mindful pace. Then here, your seat should be the furthest part back besides your hand. And then take your variation, either hands to heart. You can prayer twist. Look at your right knee. Can you hug it in line with the left? Yes. And then for those of you in prayer twist, you might want to bring the sternum up. Nice, Kaylin. Up to your thumbs. Just breathe. Maybe you balanced, lifting up that right heel. Wherever you are, focus. Nice, steady breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back bend. And then inhale, back to chair, sit up. Wrap your right arm underneath. Cross at the elbows. You might want to hold the shoulders of your hands. Inhale the right leg up and cross it over, figure four or eagle. So find your eagle or figure four. Now think of this as chair, except you're one leg only. So the seat is trying to reach back, your chest is lengthening. If you wish to bring the elbow to the knee, that's there for you. You want to go to standing splits, that's also there for you. Spread your left toes, maybe lift your left toes off the earth and replace them back down. Good. Eagle, slowly release, inhale, unwind. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to chair. Exhale, left arm goes underneath the right. Hold on to the shoulders or your hands and then elevate the left knee up, around, and over. If you're in traditional eagle pose, you want the belly button, the knees, and the elbows in the same plane. Sit the seat further back, get into your glutes. Master controlling your breath here. If you're doing Ujjayi breath, you will likely get very warm, and that's great. If you want to cool down, exhale through the mouth. Whatever variation you did, go ahead and do it here, or just remain in eagle. And then on an inhale, slowly release, good work. Stand up straight, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to chair, right back. Take your hands to your heart space, elevate the right knee up. And try to line up your right knee with your hip, your right ankle with your right knee. Good. From here, chest is proud, elbows to the sides, exhale, warrior three. Imagine that you're leg pressing something back as you lean forward. Inhale, rise up, back to that knee position. Can you engage your left glute? Exhale, warrior three. Keep the hands to heart first. So try to feel out the hips. Yeah, inhale, right knee up. And think of the lever of your spine and how it guides you. Exhale, lean and kick back. Point the right toes, and then inhale back to chair. From here, take the hands down to the sides to your hips, lift the left knee. So a little different. Nice, Kaylin. And then exhale, figure four here with the left ankle. And you can stay here, figure four, getting into the nice hip stretch, or arm balances come down. Make sure your foot is hooking onto the tricep, and then you'll slowly use core strength, use glute strength to lift. All right, so wherever you are, just go ahead. If you're in figure four, you want to step it up, arms open to the front. This is really mindful movements. We really want to focus on the breath today. Good. Everyone, hands to the sides, left knee up. Exhale, sit down to chair. Good. We got the other side. Take your hands to your heart to get lower. Inhale the left knee up. And then try to level your hips here. If your left heel is lifted and you're angled to the right, level it. Good. Breathe in. On the exhale, just find that same, like a straight line down the back of your mat. Doesn't even matter if your chest isn't leaning so much forward, but find that straight line, like you're drawing with your toe. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, warrior three. Focus, breathe. Inhale, left knee up. You got this, you are so strong. Exhale, warrior three. And inhale the knee up. And then exhale, release. Right away, pick up the right knee, hands to the sides. Exhale, figure four this side. Sit back. You want somewhere between you want the ankle bone and the top 2 inches of the knees to connect, or above the knee to connect, so it's not super high up. And then find whatever you wish to do here. Let yourself feel so strong, so empowered. If you want to extend the arms forward in figure four, please do so. And everyone's super strong core here. And feel the breath back up. Inhale, right knee lifted. Good. Exhale, release the feet. Stand tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, crow or frog. Let's go. Crow pose, shift, lean, and lift. Here for 10 breaths. Frog pose, find any stretches you want. And in crow, try to bring the big toes together. We got 5 more breaths. Yes. Get lighter. Good. Lift the hips. And everyone into frog, release. Good work. Frog pose, just stretch the wrists. Try to get low into the hips. And then we'll take the right hand in front, the left arm up. And then if you want to bind, that left hand will turn down and connect your hands. All right, so the right elbow bends. Yes, good. But press the right knee away. You want to be on the heels for this one. Eventually your right hand will hold onto the left wrist, but make sure you're not straining to get there. And release. Other side, left hand to the front, right arm up. And then make sure your left knee is on the tricep and not anything else. And then from here, do your bind if you wish. And then for the more traditional bind, it'll be the left hand to the right wrist. Good. Slowly release, fold forward. Give yourself a long stretch, hips up to the sky. Bend one knee, bend the other. Maybe find an open twist one way and the other. Bring yourself back down. From here, chaturanga or handstands, just a few. Take your time. Really squeeze the glutes for this one. Stack the shoulders over the hips, and eventually you will find a little bit of hang time. So chaturanga, we'll meet in down dog or take a few hops. Yeah, Lori. Good, you guys, getting so strong. And we'll all meet. Yeah, nice. Downward facing dog, good. Send the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Ground your left heel. If your low back is feeling it a lot, just lean forward a little. And then warrior one, arms up. And hopefully you feel warm now, feel energized. Look upward in your warrior one. On the exhale, straighten the right leg and fold. Pyramid pose. This is one of my favorite poses because you can always refine it. So try to send that right hip back. If you can, you want to straighten the right leg fully. Straighten the left leg definitely, and then lean forward using the sternum to reach forward here. On the inhale, bend the right knee, rise back, warrior one. On the exhale, hands behind you, interlace the hands to the elbows or reverse prayer. Straighten the right leg. Look forward, again, that same eye level. On the exhale, second pyramid. A little more balance. Maybe chin to the chest, forehead to the shin. Or you're lifted halfway, all right? We don't want to compromise the lower back. But if you are able to fold and stretch that way, that's great. If you want to just be halfway, this is a lot of back strength, right? So breathe. Inhale, bend the right knee, release the arms up. Good, exhale, take your bind again, but this time hands together, interlace, lift your left heel. Probably know where we're going next. Breathe in, exhale, warrior three. So find your full warrior three here with the arms back. Think of yourself as light and as free as you can. You have an option from your warrior three. You can go to dancers with the left hand and the right hand up, or you can go back to pyramid, right? So dancers or pyramid, either up or down. And then everyone back to pyramid as slowly as you can. Good. And then lift your right hand up, revolve triangle. Release your right hand down and inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Lengthen and exhale, chaturanga or handstand. You're very warmed up for handstand if you want to try it. Otherwise, chaturanga or opt out at all. We'll meet in down dog. And for this down dog, make it longer. So bring your feet further back, hands further forward, now that you're more lengthened. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward. And prepare, warrior one, rise up. And then in warrior one, you really want that right leg to be rather straight. And if you feel any pressure in the low back, just lean forward a little bit. For low back things, that means you just have to stretch the legs a lot more, the hips. Get a little lower in that warrior one, if that calls you. And then exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward for our first pyramid pose. Really feel, can you level the hips a lot, if that's in your anatomy. Keep breathing into the belly, so big belly breaths. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. On the exhale, hands behind you, hands, elbows, or reverse prayer. Inhale, breath. Straighten the left leg, look forward. On the exhale, second pyramid pose. So only do the variation that is supportive for your joints. You can also be somewhere halfway. Doesn't have to be fully folded forward. Good. Bend the left knee on an inhale. Rise arms up. Exhale, hands behind you again. This time just the hands, maybe the right pointer fingers above. Inhale, stretch it out. On the exhale, warrior three. If you find that the left side's harder, press into the big toe a lot. For more advanced variation, straighten the left knee. Hold for another 2 breaths. Lift the right inner thigh up. And then from here, you're either going down to pyramid or you're going up for dancers. You're really working the big kind of balancing muscles along your second half. Opening the chest up. And then as slowly as you can, if you're already in pyramid, stay there, down to pyramid. On the inhale, left arm up. Revolve triangle. And try to have equalness along both arms. Widen your legs wider if this is difficult to reach the floor. On the exhale, hand down. On the inhale, warrior one. And on the exhale, your variation will meet in down dog. Take it slow. Really good form. Focus on mindfulness with your movements. On the exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg up. We're adding on. Almost there. Step forward. This time, warrior two. Right knee forward. Just get really low. Feel the open hip now. So think of the inseams spinning out, that right knee going down and forward, the arms straight in space, followed by your gaze forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift. Exhale, extended side angle, your choice, your variation. Binds are there. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward, not closing off that left shoulder. If you want to go for bound triangle, nice birds of paradise, or arms overhead. As slowly as you can, return to extended. Inhale, reverse triangle, both legs straight. Shorten your stance slightly and then exhale, triangle pose. And think of pointing your middle toe really forward here. Then try not to lock out your right knee, but try to feel where your right hamstring is and then use that to lengthen the right side hip back, if that makes sense. So that right hip crease is turning and lifting back. Good, good, you guys. Bend the right knee, inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your bind with the left hand, please, and then exhale, half moon pose. Shift. Channel all that warrior 3 energy here. Channel the side plank energy with your left leg. Arms off the floor for the most balance. And slowly release. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga or side plank. All right, listen carefully. For side plank, just step the right foot up, out. You got tree variation, you got big toe. You can flip your dog. Or head to down dog. All right, so just stay there for a few breaths wherever you want to be. Doing so good. Last side, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Open up, warrior 2. Find your heel to arch. Heel to heel, also good. Stack your spine. Yeah, good. You guys are working so hard today. Make sure you're breathing. And then you want your left glute yearning down and forward while your left knee tracks forward. So there's this like little bit of a twist. Obliques are working. Yeah. Then arms open, gaze forward. Relax the toes, relax your jaw. Keep breathing. Find that 360-degree breath through your torso. Yeah, nice. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. Use this time to explore. Conscious, slow breaths. Good. Slowly release. Extended side angle. And then inhale, reverse triangle. Walk the right foot in a little. Take your right hand behind you into your bind. And then from here, bend into the left knee. Walk it closer. Exhale, half moon pose. Side plank hips, but warrior 3 left leg. That makes sense. Left leg's warrior 3, right leg side plank. Right arm up for the most challenge. Keep breathing. Yes, so nice. Good, no worries at all. Slowly come down. Inhale, reverse, and take it home. We'll bring it back. Downward facing dog, handstand, anything you wish, or that side plank. All right, so side plank and hold. You did flip dog, whatever you did. Exhale, downward facing. Lower the knees. Inhale, arms up. And breathe.
All right, from here on your knees, you have two options. You got camel pose or you got Pincha Mayurasana. So take your pick or both. Hands back behind you for camel. You got forearm stand, scorpion, or headstand if you wish. So just whatever you need. About 4 more breaths and then we'll meet in child's pose. You're working on Pincha, really squeeze the glutes, slow it down, use your finger pads as brakes. That's nice, Caitlin. Keep it up. Finger pads as brakes for Pincha. Here in camel, just keep breathing. And exhale, everyone child's pose. Inhale, lift your chest, tabletop. From here, slide your right leg out to the side, right? And then what you'll do is you'll slide your left shin in and eventually have a seat so your left foot is into your right thigh. Good. Once you're seated, lift the arms, lift the ribs away from your hips. Inhale, exhale, fold to the center first, but try to keep your right toes pointed to the sky. Just mindful of your low back. You don't have to go all the way to the floor here, but if you have the access, go ahead. And then inhale, lift the chest, arms back up. You take the right hand to your right foot and take a little bit of a side bend, making sure that the left seat is still on the floor for this one. Good, very nice. Inhale, rise up, both arms up, and then take the back hand of your left hand to the right side of your foot and twist. I think you're trying to reach like a rope behind you. Relax the shoulder away from the ear a little bit. Yeah, very good. Everyone back to center. Our hands to heart. You got two options. You got elephant tree trunk pose, which I'll show you for a sec. This right thigh will go onto the tricep, left leg extends and lift, or you got boat. So go there. Boat or elephant. If you're doing elephant, you have to lean forward a lot. Just remember that. Breathe. Yeah, hands in line with one another. Yep, and then yes, it's hard. Pick up the seat and balance, right? If you have blocks, it's a lot easier, I promise. And cross the legs, back down to your tabletop. Find a cat-cow here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, left leg to the side this time. Point the toes up. Try to do this really smoothly. Right shin tucks in, sit down, and then you're here. Good, yeah, so we wanna get really mobile. Inhale, and then exhale, fold to the center line. Think of yourself like you're notch by notch getting longer through the spine, not just the arms, but really through the spine. Sitting bones down, so imagine my hand is on your sacrum, pulling you down to the ground while you're stretching yourself forward. So there's this grounding and then forward motion. On an inhale, rise back up, arms overhead. And take your left hand to your left foot. Ground the right seat and take your side bend. Really feeling every single rib on the right. And then feeling the arms straightening up and over. Yes, good. Inhale, lengthen back up, face the front, and take the back of the right hand to the left foot and twist. So depending if you have like really long legs, you might not be able to reach the foot, that's okay. Use your shin. But have your left hand only at shoulder height, so not higher. And maybe you want to look for your thumb in your left gaze. And then inhale back to center, really good work. We work the spine. Now boat pose or elephant trunk arm balance. So it's almost like you're gonna go in the 8 angle pose. You want the tricep and the thigh to connect and lift. Right, so it's a lot of work, a lot of lower core. If you're in boat, find some good spine length. Yeah, you can do it. Yes. Breathe. Nice. Boat pose is where we're at. And then from here, release the legs to a V. This time, both legs are open. You can reach right and left. Just get really seated. And then arms up and exhale both hands to the floor. Maybe forearms to the floor, maybe forehead. So no rush at all, just feel it out. And organize your toes to point to the sky here. Inhale, arms back, feet together. Reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Lift. Enjoy, strengthen, align. Good. And then exhale, sit down, and then lay down. So on the back. Yes, well deserved. And then bend your knees, feet on the ground. And from here, you will take a bridge. Bridge. And then all the bridges slowly lower down bone by bone. We're going to take a second round of bridge or wheel pose, your choice. Inhale, breath. Make sure your wrists are safe in wheel. Knees point forward, everyone. Good, slowly release, lower down. And then hug the knees into your chest. Into a happy baby. Rock to the right, to the left. And then bring your knees to the center line. Wrap your right leg either figure 4 or eagle. Arms out to a T. And then let your knees fall to the left. Making sure your low back is safe. Look towards the right. And then knees in. Figure 4 or eagle, left leg on top. And then knees towards the right, gaze to the left. Just play with the sensation you want to feel. And then everyone inhale in and take the legs up to the sky. Maybe give your hamstrings one more stretch before we rest. And then exhale, release into your Shavasana. Just lay all the way down. Plug your shoulders down and underneath your back. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Take a deep breath in.
Audible exhale, let it go. Breath in. And a breath out. Start to relax your entire body here. Relax your face. Let go. Breathe easy here. And as you lay down, just ponder what it would be like to find that acceptance for yourself right here, right now. And when you are ready, you'll start to awaken with an inhale and an exhale. Nourish. On the inhale, find length, reach the arms up and back. And on the exhale, hug the knees into your chest, just roll off to right or left side. And when you're ready, you'll have a seat. Once you're seated, you'll just roll the shoulders up and back. And roll the neck. Inhale the arms up, no rush. And then exhale, we bow forward, ceiling in our practice. From my heart to yours. Beautiful work. Awesome breath, everyone. And namaste. Thank you all so much for spending your